Yeah, a little bit.
I expect there to be like a big like.
Should be live or something now.
Some kind of something.
Some kind of intro music.
Yeah, we need.
Yeah, that's something that comes later, you know.
Later, yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. We just went live.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. You don't even have your turns of thingy playing too. You suck.
I do. It's just really quiet. I'll turn it up a little bit.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Yeah. Okay. So let me see here. What's the first? Media boost. Okay. I'll let Moonjin. Use this.
Yeah.
Let me what?
Let you. I mean, what if there's someone out there who doesn't know what a
well,
weeboo
if there's any, I thought you were gonna ask if there's weeboos watching, and if there are, let me know so that I can ban you, because if you're a weeboo, you need to get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god. Why don't you go ahead and give a description?
I had a couple points. But yeah, I think it's important to establish what is a weeboo. What does weeboo mean to you?
A weeb for short.
Let's say the forward.
Yeah.
To me, a weeboo is someone who's obsessed with a Japanese culture, but they're a massive faggot about it. Essentially, is what weeboo means to me.
Oh, that's so offensive.
Yeah.
How is that? Oh no, we might offend the weeboos. Oh man,
it's
they're
good.
gonna come after us with their katanas.
Oh no.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. So you said you had a few points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me.
So
all right.
what is your opinion? What do you think a weeboo is?
What do I think a weeboo is?
Yeah, that's a weeboo.
What it actually is, or what it's most commonly used for?
Both. Give us a description.
Okay, I always thought it was someone who is delusioned into thinking that by acting Japanese, they can internally bring their internal like you know, you have people who are like they're like you know, like you have, what are they called, people who have like, they're like, oh, I'm a guy trapped in a girl's body kind of thing. It's like that, except they're like,
whoa,
no,
it's 2015.
like,
that's a real.
Oh my god!
Hold on.
You're just going out. You're defending as many people as you can.
Oh.
I thought that's what we were doing here. No, but it's like, you know, I'm a Japanese person trapped in a white man's body. Like, I feel like that's what they do, and then they're delusioned into thinking that they can. And okay, I shouldn't have made that relation, because I don't think people who say the whole like the gender thing, I don't think they're delusioned. But
transgender people to weeboos. Oh man.
right here, right now, transgender people and weeaboos are the same thing. No, I'm just kidding. But no. Basically, yeah, like, it's people who think that if they act like
my superior Japanese culture.
Exactly.
After I graduate, I'm gonna move to Osaka and find a cutie Asian girl and live the anime lifestyle.
Anime lifestyle.
I feel like there's an extra part to that though, where to be a weeaboo, you have to be extremely delusioned in what Japanese culture is actually like.
Which, yeah, that's
just something else we should probably bring into this.
That is, yeah.
Because that's a huge part of it.
Also, quick about weeboo versus otaku. They're similar, but not the same.
So that's what it. I was gonna say that's what it is. Like, it's somebody who wants to be Japanese. It's often, the term is often applied, whether as a joke. Like, I know in our group of friends we say weeboo a lot as a joke.
Yes.
But like, people will like jokingly or maybe unjokingly apply it to people who just watch anime, which would be closer to an otaku, right? So, unlike you, who is a weeaboo and owns a samurai sword.
Don't call it a katana; it's a samurai sword.
feel like both. Either way is a horrible. Gowling and a samurai sword.
It's way better, dude.
See, I remember before this, I planned to be wearing my Dragon Ball Z shirt for this discussion, but then I forgot. So, so what do you think weeboos look like? Because I know I've seen weeboos at comic book store manga sections. I've seen them in just around. What do you think a weeboo looks like?
Man, this is just asking for generalizations, man.
Yeah, alright, I love
Well, that's what we're doing here.
Well, most of them podcast and wear Dragon Ball Z shirts at the same time. From what I've seen.
When I think of a weeboo, I think of kind of an unkempt appearance, facial hair that's just kind of gross. Maybe their hair is a little long. They might have glasses. Cargo shorts.
Cargo shorts are a must. Yeah.
And maybe one of those. What are they? You know, like the shirts that people wear that have like flames on them, like they wear over regular shirts. Those. I feel like that's
yeah.
And at
It's
times,
a classic.
This is crossing over with another kind of people. Is sometimes they wear fedoras.
Trilby.
Sometimes I've seen it.
Trilby type hats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think weeboos look like, Norman?
Did you say glasses? Because I feel like that's.
I did say glasses.
Okay, yeah. Because for me, it's very much the same. It's like, what I imagine always, or not even imagine, what I've seen is like, and this is now a physical trait, by the way. What I'm about to say. So they're very overweight, have glasses, really badly cut hair, which I can't really be talking about at the moment. And then, like, you got the whole. They're very opinionated.
Yeah, they don't look good.
Which is apparently a physical trait, so.
Well,
very opinionated.
Yeah.
Like if you're there, like I've gone into like a bookstore before, and I was like, man, I want to pick up this light novel, right? And I was like, can I do this? Like that's like it's cringy for me to do it. Like I'll buy other book. Actually, I'll save that for later. Because this whole topic goes into my topic.
It's everything's really quiet. Let me just do some.
Yeah, so
some fixing.
When I like go ahead, I buy like a light novel and stuff. Like I picked up a light novel before, and I've had like this really large woman with glasses. She looked at me and she's like, "You're reading that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "The anime was so bad it ruined the entire series for me. You shouldn't be reading that. Try this book. It's a Vampire Knight." And I was like, "No, I'm good, thanks." And she's like, fucking, like, I don't remember what she called me, but she called me, like, I don't know, like, normie or something like that. Anything. It wasn't normie. That's just something you say, but you know what I mean? Like, it was like, it was like the equivalent of calling me, like, a casual.
Yeah.
She might have called me something in Japanese.
Gaijin.
Who knows? Fucking God.
Fucking Guardian, the manga is so much better.
Oh my God.
I liked it when it was still just a visual novel.
I read
the anime sucks because the adaptation goes with the worst girl's ending. Oh
my God. Listen, okay? You can't read that, cause I read it first when it was first published in Japanese. I had to translate every letter into Google Translator because I'm not fluent in Japanese yet because the language is so sophisticated. And only super smart people can learn it. Like, no, I don't know, but that's an experience I've had. Obviously, I took it too far there at the end, but like, that is an experience I've had. I feel like that is a weeaboo. Like, that's the whole opinionated thing. I can't.
Yeah. Female
and then,
weeaboos are kind of, they're their own thing. It's kind of.
It's different.
It's a kind of a disgusting creature.
Yeah. Hey, we totally skipped my.
Let's I
want to get this like physical description here. Yeah. Female weeaboos, easy though. You know, they always have dyed hair, 100% of the time. I don't know, man. All shapes and sizes, bad acne. That's always,
Very fun.
yeah. But like the guy weeaboo thing, the people who want to move to Japan, that's
The fucking.
you just have to look for all the clothes. They're wearing exactly what they wore 7 years ago in high school, because since then they've only bought kimonos, right?
Well, they
So
probably
you just gotta look for those cargo shorts, flame shirts.
They might own 1 or 2 Japanese high school uniforms.
Only one
So
or
they
two.
can go live their fantasy and
Like-
be a real life shoujo.
Here's the thing.
Shoujo.
Like, I made
Yeah,
a
dude.
joke. I was actually talking to my roommate the other day, right? I made like a joke, like, cause okay, so look at like the whole idea of a weeaboo, right? Is that like they want to be in this Japanese culture. They want so badly to be part of it because that's what they see. Whether it's that they feel like they don't belong in normal society, but they feel like
Partially,
that
I'd say.
that anime world, right, is like where they belong, right? And like just extending off that, I was joking around with my roommate the other day, and I said, I don't know, something like, oh, when I grow up, like I'm gonna move to Japan, and he's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna be? I was like, I'm gonna be a high schooler. I'm gonna go to high school. I'm gonna get a harem. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is your plan when you get there? You gotta get a job. Like, what? Yeah. So that's a thing that people really, I don't know.
That is a thing, yeah.
Just marry a rich waifu, and then never work.
That's a thing that, like, that's something I wanted to kind of bring up, because, like, Japanese culture is extremely different than what I find weeaboos think they are. Like, I know me
well,
and...
it's like, anime is nothing at all like real life. Not even
I know.
close.
Yeah.
Not even in in the Japanese society. It's nothing. So, I don't know. You can never live anime.
No.
Exactly.
Especially in Japan as a foreigner. And this doesn't just people always not always but often they seem to attribute kind of the word gaijin that gets attributed to white people. But in Japan, gaijin is just a foreigner. It's anyone. You can come there from I don't know, some South America or whatever. You're still a foreigner, just as much of a foreigner as some fucking faggot from London or some kid that moves there from the US to find his anime dream girl.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Say weeaboos.
Dude, I can't.
Pretty bad.
You can't what? You look like you have something to say.
No, not that. I can't imagine like the mom, dad
Oh
going
yeah.
to Japan, and it's like why? I feel like I belong more with the Japanese people.
Like what's
Oh,
that
sorry.
video
It'd probably be something more like what's mom and dad? It's like,
You're not my real
whatever.
mom and dad.
I don't know if that's mom or dad, but they'd be like, Oka-san, I have something to tell you.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I can't.
What's that video called where it's like the fat weeaboo guy who lives in Japan and he's on some and it's like
David Open.
David Okun.
David that
David Okun.
and he's some
Like,
fat
it's to the
weeaboo.
point. It's
And
to
then
the
they're
point. This
just-
guy, that whole video,
He's
though,
a
right?
living
That guy's
stereotype. It's
name-
pretty amazing.
He's
That
trying
guy-
to live the weeaboo dream.
He literally changed his name to he calls himself Davido. It's like, no, it's not your name.
Exactly. His name is David. He introduces himself as David Okun because he wants to have a Japanese accent. Like, where does that come from? That is the height of weebism.
Yeah, and then they interview him, and he's living there. His parents are paying for it, and it's like, oh man, you moved to Japan with like no money, parents paying. Oh, that's horrible. Well, there's
Living the life.
this is related to my topic. There's something interesting that happens in Japan, and the Westaboos, the Asian people obsessed with Western culture. What do you think of that?
Are you talking about people who want to come to Western culture to live here? Are you talking about like
Yeah, a good example. A good example
I love
is
Westaboos.
I don't know if you know the Metal Gear Solid franchise, but Hideo Kojima. He's a huge Westaboo, obsessed with Western culture. He always talks about tweets about Western movies, shows. Obviously, if you played the game, you know how